can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on a brand new Beamer. Tryna earn they stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keeta. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. He shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. If you're in the chat, say hello. Yesterday was a great day for us. We went 4-1-1 on the premium. Much needed big day in the baseball streets. And then had a good stream last night. Thank you to everyone that tuned into my stream last night. I will be doing quite a bit of these late night streams this summer. So thank you guys. Stephanie, what's up? First bet of the day is not looking good. We got the over 3.5 first 5 in this Nationals White Sox game. And let me tell you, if we took the under 3.5 in that game, there would have been a 5 spot put up promptly in the first inning. But I take an over 3.5, God forbid, and we've got bases loaded with no runs being scored. Like, seriously, anyone in this chat knows if we took that under 3.5, top of the first, we were losing that bet. It was instantaneous 5 runs were getting put up in the first inning. I mean, seriously, bases loaded and you can't get a single run home. What are we doing here? Unbelievable. But hopefully, I mean, we still got the 4th and 5th inning. Maybe some magic can happen, but I don't know. I have no faith in that right now. We do have some baseball to talk about, though. Some games starting up pretty soon, and then some games tonight. We've also got basketball tonight. Boston and Cleveland. No Donovan Mitchell again for the Cavs. So, yeah, looking like the Cavs season is over after tonight. And then we've got OKC Dallas. Dallas coming off that game. They completely choked late in that game. Should have went up 3-1 in the series. Now it's 2-2. And it's anyone's game. OKC's at home here. They're probably going to go up 3-2, and then we'll see if Dallas can extend it to 7 games next time. Big win for our Knicks last night. We have the Knicks -1.5 for the series, and they have to win the next game. They win the next game, we cash the bet. They lose the next game, we lose the bet. That's it. So that was a big win to get them in position to do it. They need to go on the road, and they need to get a hard-earned victory here and cash our bet. So we'll see what happens with that. They actually play Friday, not tomorrow. So a little extra rest. I like that. I like that little extra rest day for the Knicks. Hopefully they can clutch up for us. Was Luka at shoot around? I did not see, but I also, if he wasn't, I feel like I would have saw a report that he wasn't. So based off me not seeing that he wasn't there, I would assume he is. But let's see here. Let's check the Twitter machine out. See what the people are saying. WNBA started last night. We were 1-0 on WNBA bets. We had the Caitlin Clark under 21.5 points. Extremely sweaty, but that won. I don't see anything about him missing shoot around. So I think we're in the clear there. I'll tell you what, though. I think tonight, I just have a feeling tonight is a Kyrie night. Dewan, what's up? I don't know why. I just have a feeling. I know he hasn't been doing it offensively, but I have a feeling tonight's Kyrie night. So I'm probably going to take Kyrie. I don't know if I'll take his over points or I'll alt him up maybe, or do points plus assists, but I just have a weird feeling that he's going to do work tonight. We'll see. If you're in the chat, who do you like tonight between the Mavs and the Thunder? Still on PJ? Yeah. Look, he played terrible that first couple games of the playoffs, but man, PJ Washington has been great. He's been so good for Dallas down the stretch of this playoffs. And yeah, I think he'll keep having success just because of how, the Thunder scheme their defense. Like, he's gonna have to keep doing what he's doing. Also, did everyone see the news that the Christmas Day NFL games are going to be on Netflix? I think there's 3 games on Christmas. 2 of them will be on Netflix. And it looks like it's going to be Kansas City versus Pittsburgh, and Baltimore versus Houston is a great game. Netflix only. Wow. I thought that was interesting. I mean, we're going to keep seeing, the rise of streaming. All right, we got a guy on second here in this game. I still have no faith, but we'll see. Maybe we get a couple more runs and we'll see what happens. I think OKC matches up better versus Denver. Further prove SGA deserved MVP. Yeah, I mean, I understand. I understand the SGA MVP discourse, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm fine with it either way. I really don't care. Jokic is just so good, man. I don't know. They scored. Yeah, it's 1-0, right? And then they have someone on second. All right. We'll monitor that. I got to own all the streaming apps to watch football. Yeah, it's actually crazy. Too many switching apps. Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, if you think about it, Thursday night, Amazon bought. So, Streamies is all you need. That's facts, Mitchell. So, Amazon paid for Thursday night only. And now Netflix is paying. This is only for Christmas games, right? So it's not like, there's not going to be a game a week on Netflix. It's just the 2 games on Christmas, which I don't really think it's that big of an issue. I mean, if you really don't have Netflix, I mean, the amount of people that have Netflix that I know, I would say I would say the majority of people I know have Netflix versus not having it. But if you really don't have it, you know, uh, is there really not a password that you could get off someone to watch, football for one day? Like, I understand Netflix does the password. They want to enforce not sharing your password, but they're not going to crack down on that. They're not going to figure it out one day into it, right? Like, I highly doubt. Like, if you bum somebody's password, I doubt it would detect it one game. All buying it for Tyson versus Paul. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, like Tyson versus Paul's on it. Like, I don't know, what is it, $15 a month? I mean, I'm not saying that. Oh my God, this guy's on second and they can't get this guy home. Honestly, I mean, it's just a disgrace. These teams, man, I just have nothing to say. But I mean, I feel like most people have Netflix. Like, if you really don't have Netflix like that, I'm sure you could get a password off somebody for 5 hours to watch 2 football games. And it's on Christmas Day, so, like, I mean, people will probably be out with their family. Like, you're probably gonna be at some, like, whoever's house you're at, like, someone there probably has Netflix anyways. I don't think this is as big of a deal as some of the people are making it out to be. But Ravens Houston, that's a sick game. I like that. It's a good game. I saw. We'll do a reaction to the schedule tomorrow since it officially comes out, or it comes out tomorrow night, right? So I guess we'll do that Friday. But I saw a lot of leaks. Oh yeah, yeah. I literally just said that, True Love. That's crazy. We can definitely talk NFL schedule tomorrow because most of the stuff is out. It officially comes out tonight, right? Or is it tomorrow night? I think it's tonight. So we can definitely talk NFL schedule tomorrow. I saw Thanksgiving, the night game on Thanksgiving's Packers Dolphins. That's a good game. And yeah, we can we can definitely do a little schedule review tonight. Okay, yeah, yeah, we can definitely do that tomorrow for sure. Football's gonna be here soon. I can't believe it. I mean, it's already middle of May. Time is going so quick, man. This year is going fast. It's all up to Benson to Cash. Yeah, Benson is in a good spot again today. All right, let's dive in. Let's talk about the baseball games for tonight. We have a couple starting up here soon. Reds, Diamondbacks. Full disclosure, I took the over in this game, and we got terrible CLV on that because the Reds put out just like some terrible lineup, like absolutely dog lineup the Reds put out. So I probably wouldn't bet it now, or if you do, you're getting better odds than I got because I took it at minus 115 and it's plus 102 now because of this trash lineup. So that's my take there, but I still think it's a good spot. I mean, Brandon Pfaadt really struggles with left-handed hitters, and he's going to see 5 of them today. The top 4 of the top 5 hitters in this lineup bat from the left side. And India, I think, got scratched, right? Who did they replace him with? Let me see. I don't know. I still think it's how electric. Yeah, Milwaukee is really good, Mitchell. Do you remember when I was posting? I think I posted like the second or third week of the season that I had a big future I was going to take. I didn't end up taking it, but it was Milwaukee to win that division. That was the bet that I was strongly considering. I really like this Milwaukee team, but I like the Cubs too. I like the Cubs a lot, and I like the Brewers a lot. I think the Cubs could make a deep run in October. They're equipped. If they can get into the playoffs comfortably, the Cubs are equipped to make a deep run. I think they have great pitching. If Justin Steele is healthy and pitching fine, I know he had a bad start over the weekend, but I don't have any concerns for him long term. The Cubs have great pitching, and they have a little power in their lineup. Overall, I really like this Cubs team too. All right, so over in that game was my lean, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd take it now with how bad this Reds lineup is. Royals and Mariners, Alec Marsh against Brian Wu. I would lean towards the Mariners side here. I believe the moneyline predictor likes the Mariners as well. Yes, it does. I'm not a big Alec Marsh fan. As you guys know, he's been pretty lucky this year. His actual ERA is 2 full runs lower than is expected, and I just don't really think he's a very good pitcher. Brian Wu, on the other hand, probably not going to pitch long. He didn't go long in his first start back. He's still on a little pitch count, but I think he's significantly better than Alec Marsh. So if you wanted to do it, you could bet Mariners first 5 if you feel more confident about that. You'll probably get 5 innings out of Brian Wu. He probably won't go much longer than that, though. Tonight at 6:41, we have the Mets against Phillies. Ranger Suarez, our guy, is on the mound. So you know what the bet is. We will be betting Philadelphia Phillies first 5 innings. We've bet this pretty much every time Ranger Suarez has made a start this year, and we're doing it again. This line is minus 154 on DraftKings for the spread. First 5 innings spread is minus 154 on DraftKings or on FanDuel. We got it at minus 125 on DraftKings this morning. So I do not know. I don't have DraftKings pulled up. I don't know how much the odds have moved there, but I would at least check. If you're going to bet it, I would check DraftKings before you put it in because, I mean, that's 29 cents of difference that we got. So I highly doubt it's minus 154 on DraftKings. It's probably not minus 125 anymore, but I doubt it's that juiced. So I would check DraftKings if you're going to make that bet with us. But that is a system play at this point. Once again, guy on second in this game, and nobody can get him home. I mean, how many times has there been a guy on second in this game and hasn't scored? It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. We never get runner on base luck like this when we bet on a pitcher. Literally ever. It only works against us. Tampa and Boston. I like Tampa tonight. And then after I was doing my research, I checked, and the moneyline predictor loves Tampa too. So I think this is a really, really good spot for Tampa Bay. I'm a big Taj Bradley fan. If you want to bet them just first 5, I think you can do that too. Tampa's starting to heat up. I know it's kind of been a theme on the stream. We're not betting on Tampa for the time being because they've let us down a ton, but they are starting to heat up. And they kind of follow suit with Randy Arozarena, that he's kind of the engine that makes the entire team go. He's finally started to heat up. He was terrible for the first month of the season, but He had a big home run over the Monster last night. He's starting to get things going. And when he gets things going is when the Tampa Bay Rays get things going. So I'm back in on the Rays tonight. You can bet them first 5 or for the full game. I took them for the full game. Cubs and Atlanta. Javier Assad going against Charlie Morton. This is a good spot to back the Cubs for the first 5, I think. They are plus money on FanDuel for first 5. You can get them at plus 142. And even on the run line, you can get the spread. So a tie, would be a win instead of a push at plus 102. We've talked about Javier Assad on the stream a few times, but I kind of believe he's a pretty good pitcher. 1.7 ERA. The expected is a good bit higher than that 3.15, but it's not a massive gap compared to some of the other stuff. But he's only allowing a 2.86 expected WOBA. He throws a lot of sinkers, but he only allows a 127 batting average. With that sinker, his four-seamer is what gets him into trouble. So he throws sinkers and four-seamers accounting for a little bit over 50% of his pitch mix. His sinker is allowing a 127 batting average. His four-seamer is a 296. It does get more whiffs, but I mean, he needs to scrap that a little more, I think. I think he needs to focus a little bit more heavily on that sinker. But on the opposite side of the game, I mean, I'm completely fine to pick on Charlie Morton at this point. He's not a bad pitcher at all. 3.52 expected ERA, though. He just kind of is what he is. And he throws a lot of curveballs, and it's a good one, definitely. He gets 28% whiffs on it, allows a 194 batting average. If we look at the Cubs in general against curveballs, it's kind of a mixed bag. Suzuki, Bellinger, Ian Happ, Michael Busch, and Yan Gomes, those guys all have really good numbers against curveballs. Mike Talkman, Chris Morel, and Nico Horner's he's got power, but not great numbers overall against curveballs. So it's kind of a mixed bag, but this is a big enough line that I would be at least somewhat interested in a Cubs first 5 spread. So a tie would be a win for us at the end of the 5 innings. That would be my lean in that game. Not sure if I'll bet it, but that was my lean, at least when I was looking at the game. Twins and Yankees, Marcus Stroman, Pablo Lopez. If we look at the splits of this game, there's some decent action on the over here. It's 50-50 split on the tickets, but handle is clearly in favor of the over. This kind of just felt like an over to me when I first looked at the game. The Twins really let us down yesterday, so I'm not going out of my way to just run and bet on them again. But, I mean, I do prefer Pablo Lopez to Marcus Stroman if you just look at it like that. So, if I wanted a first 5 bet, it probably would be Minnesota. Pablo's been a little bit unlucky this year. 3.89 ERA, 2.49 expected. His strikeout rate is great, 30, almost 32%. He never walks a lot of guys. All the numbers on the underlying stuff look elite when it comes to Pablo again. So he's probably gotten a little bit unlucky. And, man, I might get sucked in again and say we need to bet the Twins. Moneyline Predictor does not like them today, though, but I don't know. I mean, maybe a first 5 again. Let me look at Stroman. I mean, Stroman's numbers are significantly worse. A lot of sinkers. Throws it 42% of the time. Pretty mid numbers with his sinker as well. And then we've talked about this a number of times, I believe. The Twins against sinkers, really, really good numbers. 390 WOBA as a team. Their projected lineup against sinkers: Julien, Larnick, Ryan Jeffers, Max Kepler, Alex Kirilloff, Carlos Santana. All of those guys have really, really good numbers against sinkers. So, man, I might get sucked in. And go back to the Twins. This season, Stroman really good against righties, really bad against lefties. 435 WOBA, 323 ISO allowed to lefties. He's probably going to see 6. Looks like 6 projected lefties in the lineup tonight. Larnick sticks out to me here. Maybe a Larnick bases could get me interested. I think he's been hitting the ball well lately too. Back to the Twins well. It's just every day at this point, Stephanie. Back to the Twins well. I think we go back. I think we do a Twins first 5 again. What's the line? They're minus 136 for the game. Minus 150 for the first 5. Huh. Let me think on it. Let me think about it. I'll think about it and then we'll see. I might just bet him full game at that point, but I don't know. Look at this. Going to the bottom of the fifth. This game is a disgrace, bro. Garrett Crochet is nasty, but I mean, are you really telling me that Patrick Corbin, like, you get 1 run against that guy? Come on. What a joke. Absolute joke. Cleveland and Texas. We talked about this game on stream yesterday. I liked the over. It went over again. Jack Leiter, 3-0 in his career in overs on games he pitches. So for the time being, if they're going to keep pitching Jack Leiter, I would just keep betting the over because he really just doesn't look ready for the big leagues, in my opinion. Tonight it's John Gray against Carlos Carrasco. Texas has a huge advantage here. Really don't like what I've seen from Carrasco for the bulk of the season. John Gray has been pretty good. Like, he's just been a steady major league pitcher for the last few years as well. I know he had a couple weird seasons when he was on the Rockies, but for the most part, his numbers this year are pretty solid. He throws a ton of sliders. He almost throws a slider 50% of the time. And if we look at last year, this is a change that he's made. Last year, he clearly threw more fastballs than sliders. His fastball, he allowed a 346 batting average with last year. His slider, 194. This year, he's flipped it. He throws more sliders than four-seamers. His slider's just as good. 36% whiff percentage, 174 batting average. The Guardians do not strike out a lot as a team, but at the same time, they're really bad against sliders. 283 WOBA as a team against the pitch, 30% strikeout rate. Josh Naylor is really the only guy. I mean, Jose's kind of mid numbers, but Josh Naylor is really the only guy I'm scared of versus sliders, it appears. Like all these guys, Tyler Freeman, Jimenez, Florial, Rocchio, like all these guys have really, really bad numbers against sliders. So just so shows how bad the White Sox are. Yeah, what a disgrace, man. So bad. I like Texas here. I think the money line predictor did too. Oh, I actually hates him. Wow. Worst graded play. So I don't know. First 5, Texas has to be my lean in this game. Clearly, when the pitching matchup, I do not like how the Guardians match up against John Gray's pitch mix. Let me see if John Gray's ever pitched. I don't like BVP. Everyone knows that, but for reference, because of that, let me see like if he's pitched against them before, what he's done. Marcus Stroman, 97 plate appearances against the Twins, has a 350 WOBA allowed. Wow. But at the same time, Pablo Lopez has been terrible against the Yankees. That's interesting. Yeah, John Gray has pretty bad numbers against the Guardians in his career. Same with Carrasco. Interesting. Framber Valdez is minus 250 against the A's. I'm probably not going to bet that game. And then the last 2 games, Cardinals, Angels, Dodgers, Giants. Cardinals, Angels is Lance Lynn against Griffin Canning. I mean, just off principle, I think we could look at the over there. I mean, two guys I'm not scared to target against. And then the Dodgers, who came through for us last night. I do not see a pitcher listed yet for the Dodgers, but they're still favored over Logan Webb at home. We've talked a number of times about Logan Webb being a good play at home and not so great on the road. So I don't know. I've also, while we talk about Logan Webb being good at home, I've also said anytime you get the Dodgers under minus 150, it's probably a good idea to just take them. So you can go either way with that game. Not really sure. For me, though, plays I really like today. Phillies first 5 on the spread. I think we got really good CLV on that. I love that play. I like the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm slightly interested in Chicago for the first 5, slightly interested in the Twins, and slightly interested in the Rangers. That's probably how I would rank out the plays for today. Just need Phillies first 5. I parlay them with White Sox. Nice. Should be good. Should be good. I said we were going to talk about golf today. I posted in the Discord on Twitter my full betting card for the PGA Championship. I'll run through that right now, though, since we're on stream here. For outrights, I parlayed Scotty with the Knicks to win the series against the Pacers. So the Knicks to win the series right now are minus 265. So we parlayed that minus 265 with the Scotty plus 400. It comes out to plus 588, so almost 6-1. And I have 3 units on it. That's my biggest play of the week. I don't like going above, a small. It's very rare I'll go, above zero point 0.2 or 0.5 units on an outright, but it's Scotty Scheffler. He's been amazing to us this season. We have made so much money off Scotty. I have no problems dropping a 3 unit on him. So 3 units on that. And then for my other outrights, which I put just a quarter unit on each, we took Brooks Koepka at 16-1, Wyndham Clark at 45-1, and Will Zalatoris at 80-1. This is a great course setup for Brooks Koepka. You really have to be long off the tee here and be good with your driver. If you look at the last time that the tour was here, 2014, Rory McIlroy won. It was the last time that he won a major as well. So I understand people being on him. He just won last week. Are you putting him in the Discord? They're in the Discord, Stephanie. If you go in the PGA betting channel, the public channel, I posted the screenshot in there. And you can view it so you don't have to just remember what I'm saying. It's probably easier just looking at it. But Rory won here the last time they were here. It sets up well for him because obviously he's the longest driver on tour, so no shocker there. But I don't really bet on Rory. Everybody knows that. If you are taking him, I understand it, but I like how Brooks set up here. The last time he played was a few weeks ago in the live event, and he won. So he's in good form. He obviously, played well last year when he was in good form. So yeah, I like Brooks at 16-1. Wyndham Clark and Zalatoris. Now for the other bets I put in, which are finishing position. These are my bigger bets. Like I said, outside of that 3 unit on Scotty, I just put a quarter unit on the other outrights. Finishing positions, we took Xander top 10 plus 140, 1 unit. We hit this at the Masters. Anytime there's a major, I typically bet Xander top 10. He is very, very good at being in the mix and very bad at actually winning, but I think he'll be in the mix once again. He always is in these majors. So getting him at plus 140 for a top 10 feels pretty nice. Put 1 unit on that. I also bet Brooks top 20 at minus 125, and I did that to win 1 unit. Obviously, I like Brooks this week, which is talking about him. That's probably my favorite bet of the week is him to come top 20. I really think he's going to play well here and be in the mix come Sunday. I also did a top 40 parlay, Brooks plus Bryson. That is minus 125, and I put 2 units on that. So Brooks and Bryson both to finish top 40, minus 125. Do that on DraftKings. The odds for that on FanDuel are significantly worse than DraftKings. DraftKings, you get minus 125 on that parlay. On FanDuel, let me see. It was way worse odds, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Top 40, Brooks and Bryson. Yeah. So it's minus 125 on DraftKings. It's minus 154 on FanDuel. So significantly worse odds there. If you put that in, you're going to want to do it on DraftKings. Like I just said, you need to be long off the tee here, which is kind of Bryson's game. And he played well enough at the Masters that I have confidence in him. I don't think he'll win the tournament, but I do think he'll play well enough to come top 40. And then last bet of the week, Sepp Straka, top 20 at plus 280. I put half a unit on that. He's been playing really well too. Basically for the entire season. I love his form coming into this. I think he sets up well for the course as well. And I'm willing to buy into his recent form. He's played good all of 2024, basically. So that does it for the PGA bets. Like I said, I tweeted that and posted in the Discord. So if you want to tail some of those bets, you can go check it out there. For basketball tonight, I'm not going to bet a side of either of these games. We obviously have the bet on Dallas to win the series, so I'm going to be rooting for Dallas here, but I don't really think they'll win. I think they're going to have to win at home, but we'll see. I do like Kyrie, though, so I want to do a bet with Kyrie, and I just don't know. I don't know if I want to bet the over points. His point total's at 21.5, minus 118. I might do that, or let me see what you get if you just do him 25. 25 is plus 165. I'm going to take the over 21.5 or the 25 plus, one of the two. But I'm feeling a good Kyrie game tonight, and I'm going to back him there. I might be going live tonight. We'll see. If I do, I'll tweet it out. But like I said, everyone that tuned into that last night averaged 89 viewers. I greatly appreciate it. And I will be doing a lot of late night streams moving forward, sweating out games, playing some games, all kinds of fun stuff. Points and assists. Yeah, what's that line? 27.5, I think I saw. Yeah, 27.5. I'm fine with that too. I might do that. I might like that better, honestly. Just gives you a little bit of protection. So yeah, Kyrie points and assists over 27.5. That might be the bet, to be honest. Dinosaur games, yeah. Mitchell, look, at the end of the day, Pokemon is just the best. This is nothing better than firing up and playing some Pokemon. So it's just so good, man. I'll never get tired of it. All in all, though, a little 30-minute stream here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. If you want to hop in the Discord, you can go ahead and do that. betkarma.com/pricing. Get access to the tools for all sports. We do have WNBA tools up. There's some WNBA going on tonight. 2 games, Chicago and Dallas, Atlanta and LA. Big money on Atlanta here to cover this spread. That's interesting. Big money on Chicago too. Interesting. On a Game Boy Color, yeah, Game Boy Color was crazy, man. You had to get a light. You had to get that little light flashlight to like attach to the top because it didn't have an LED screen, so like it didn't light up. If you were in the car at night, man, you had to have that flashlight going on that thing. It was some crazy times. Crazy how far we've come. But thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. I will be live tomorrow. Same time, same place, 3 p.m. There's not a lot of baseball, so we'll talk a little NFL probably tomorrow. And we have Denver and Minnesota tomorrow to talk about as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. Good luck with your bets tonight. And I will see everybody on, what was it called? Glowworm. Yeah, it was a, hold on. I'm going to look that up. It was like a worm light. Worm light Game Boy. I'm Googling that. Yeah, look at this thing. Oh my God. Holy, look at this thing. Hold on. Can I put this on? Hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen. I think I still have mine. No way. If I were you, I'd break that thing out. Hold on. Let me stop this. Can I share my screen on this? Look at this thing. Yo, we literally had to attach this to our Game Boy, and this is even the Game Boy Advance. We're talking Game Boy Color right here, this blue one, but holy cow. Made the battery die fast? Yes. Yeah, you had to put like what are those called? What are those batteries? Duracell? You had to load up the Duracell batteries in the Game Boy. You couldn't even charge it. And then you had to hook this light up. My God. What a different world we lived in. Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Oh, wow. Maybe I'll play some old games like that too. We'll see. I got to go through Pokemon first. We're going to, next time I play, we're going to get our second gym badge. Once we get through the beginning of the game, it'll be a little bit more fun, I feel like, to watch. Those are kind of slow starting out, and then you get into it. But thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow. Good luck with your bets tonight. And yeah.